I have spent over 20 years in gyms as a personal trainer, a gym manager, and an exercise science professor. In that time, I have seen a lot of questionable behaviors that happen with weightlifting. But one habit sticks out as the most common by a wide margin. And unfortunately, it undermines two of the most important reasons for why people lift weights in the first place. Let's get into it. The most common weightlifting mistake that I see is that people lift weights with a minimal range of motion, meaning people don't fully straighten their elbows on the bicep curls, they don't let their knees bend that much on a leg press, and people don't bring their arms down that far on the shoulder press. People rush through the sets as if they have somewhere else to be, and unfortunately in the process, they're only completing about half of every rep. If that sounds familiar, here's the uncomfortable truth. You might only be getting half of the benefit as well. A full range of motion isn't a minor form detail. It is critical to two of the most important reasons why people strength train in the first place. The first benefit is gaining more muscle. When people cut their range of motion short, they typically cut out the most important part of the repetition, the part where your muscle is the most stretched. On a dumbbell curl, this is the part where your elbows are completely straightened. For a squat, this is the part when your hips drop below your knees. Most people skip this part of the repetition because it's the most difficult, the most uncomfortable, or they're just going so fast they don't even give themselves enough time to get to that part of the repetition. Here's why this matters. The part where you're most stretched, also known as the lengthened portion of the repetition, is the most important part of the repetition for gaining muscle. Research is incredibly clear on this. If you skip the stretched part of the repetition, you are leaving part of the muscle growth from that exercise on the table. The fix is simple. When you are in an exercise, slow down and allow yourself to go through the full motion, including the part when your muscle is the most stretched. The second benefit is better flexibility. For a long time, people believed that lifting weights made you more rigid and less flexible, tighter joints and reduced mobility. It's the classic image of the hugely muscular guy who can't even scratch his own back. The opposite is actually true. Research shows that when you strength train through a full range of motion, you will increase your mobility to the same degree as if you just went through a stretching program. However, if you are not lifting with a full range of motion, you are cheating yourself out of that benefit. A partial range of motion is the most common flaw I see, and it is cheating people out of two key benefits. If you want more flexibility and more muscle, the fix is the same. Perform a full range of motion on every rep. To learn more about how you can tweak your protein intake to gain more muscle, please check out my video, How to Start a High Protein Diet. To receive weekly guidance on how you can get into better shape, click the subscribe button. I'm Dr. Preuss. Thanks for watching this video.